All right, deep divers. Ready to crank up the volume on your career? We're diving headfirst into the world of sound editing today. We've got some awesome source material lined up, sample interview questions, insights from RoleCatcher's Career Guide, and even a peek at how their AI can make your application sing.
Love the energy. Let's get those speakers humming.
So imagine you're sitting across from the hiring manager for that dream sound editor gig. What's the first thing they're going to ask you? It's almost guaranteed to be something like, tell me about yourself and what led you to this path. Maybe even, what makes you so passionate about sound editing?
Yes, the classic tell me your story opener. It's all about setting the stage, giving them a glimpse into your sonic soul. Don't just list your past gigs. Think about what first sparked that fascination with sound.
Oh, I like that, the sonic soul. So it's less about the resume bullet points and more about the aha moments that made you go, yep, sound is my thing.
Exactly. Was it a specific film that blew your mind? A childhood memory playing with weird noises?
Or maybe realizing you could make a lightsaber sound with a rusty swing set.
Precisely. Share those moments, weave in the skills you've built, and let that genuine enthusiasm shine. They want to see the passion, not just someone looking for any old job.
Makes total sense. Now, I bet the next question is where they try to dig a little deeper into your experience. Something like, can you walk me through a project where you faced a tough sound editing challenge? And how'd you overcome it?
It's challenge time. This is where you flex those problem-solving muscles and show them you can think on your feet. Pick a project that highlights your adaptability, your resilience.
Ooh, like that time you had to salvage a corrupted audio file 5 minutes before deadline.
Exactly. Or maybe you had to work with a director who had interesting sonic ideas. Briefly describe the challenge, the steps you took, the positive outcome. They're listening for your thought process, your ability to collaborate under pressure.
So it's not just about being a technical whiz, it's about being a team player who can handle a curveball.
Spot on. And here's where RoleCatcher's AI can lend a hand. It analyzes the job description to suggest which of your past experiences are most relevant, helping you tailor your answer to fit their needs like a glove.
So we've talked passion, we've talked challenges, but now they want to see the creative magic happen. How do you approach sound design? I bet they'll ask something like, describe your process for creating sound for, say, a film or a video game.
Time to unveil your sonic toolkit. Show them you have a thoughtful, structured approach. Start by explaining how you analyze the script, identifying those key moments where sound can really elevate the story.
Or those moments in a game where the right sound effect makes all the difference.
Exactly. Walk them through your process. Research, sound gathering, editing, mixing. Highlight any unique techniques or software you use. Emphasize your ability to create soundscapes that are immersive, emotionally resonant.
It's like you're painting with sound, right? But instead of brushes, it's microphones and software and pure creative vision. You know what's cool? RoleCatcher's Career Guide dives into different sound editing specializations, like Foley, dialogue editing, sound effects design.
So many sonic flavors.
And their AI can even show which specializations are in high demand for the specific job you're eyeing.
Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to niching down and showing you're not just into sound, you're into this specific corner of the sound universe. And speaking of specifics, the interviewer might hit you with the software question. What programs are you proficient in? And how do you stay up to date with the latest tech and trends in sound editing?
All right, time to geek out a little. Let's talk tech. They're definitely looking for Pro Tools, Adobe Audition, the usual suspects. But what else should we highlight?
Definitely mention any other relevant software you're comfortable with, whether it's for sound design, recording, mixing. Don't just list them, though. Show that you're passionate about exploring new tools and techniques.
So mention those online sound communities you follow, those conferences you try to attend. Show them you're a lifelong sonic learner.
That's it. It's that constant learning that sets you apart in a field that's always evolving. But let's not forget, sound editing is a collaborative art form. So how do you think they'll ask about teamwork? Something like, describe your experience collaborating with directors, producers, other creatives.
Okay, this is where the emotional intelligence comes in. You're not just working with sound, you're working with people.
Exactly. This is where you demonstrate your ability to navigate that delicate dance between creative vision and technical execution. Share specific examples of how you've communicated your ideas, received feedback, and worked as a team to hit that shared goal.
So it's almost like being a sound therapist for the whole production team, managing expectations, mediating creative differences, making sure everyone feels heard.
And you know what? The RoleCatcher Career Guide actually mentions that collaboration skills are becoming even more crucial in sound editing. Productions are getting more complex, so teamwork is key.
Makes sense. Now, hold on a sec, because we've only just scratched the surface here. We've got more juicy questions to dig into. Consistency in sound design, the importance of accessibility. We're just getting warmed up.
That's right, there's so much more to uncover. This deep dive is just getting started.
Let's keep rolling. They might ask, how do you ensure that the sound design is consistent throughout a film or video game? Think about it like this.
It's all about creating a cohesive sonic world, almost like building a sonic brand for the project. Think of it like building a sonic brand for the project. You might mention how you create a sound palette or style guide early on.
Sound palette. Is that like choosing the color scheme for a painting, but with sounds instead of colors?
That's a great analogy. Just like a visual palette sets the mood and tone for a film, a sound palette defines the overall sonic aesthetic. It could involve choosing specific types of sounds, instruments, or effects that will be used consistently throughout the project.
So it's not just about making each scene sound cool in isolation. It's about ensuring all those sonic elements work together harmoniously to create a unified experience.
Exactly. You might also talk about using reference tracks to maintain a consistent tone, or creating detailed documentation to track every sound element and avoid jarring transitions or inconsistencies. Remember, consistency is key to creating a seamless and immersive experience for the audience.
It's that invisible hand of the sound editor, guiding the audience's emotions without them even realizing it. Now, thinking about the actual work environment, I imagine deadlines are a huge factor in this field. How do you think you'd handle a question like, can you describe a time when you had to work under a tight deadline and how you managed to deliver high-quality work on time?
Ugh, the classic deadline question. Every sound editor knows the pressure of those ticking clocks. But this isn't about bragging about pulling all-nighters. It's about showcasing your time management skills, your ability to prioritize tasks, and your composure under pressure. Choose a specific project where you faced a challenging deadline and outline the steps you took to stay organized, communicate effectively with the team, and ultimately deliver the goods on time.
So it's not just about working fast, it's about working smart.
Absolutely. It's about having a system in place, whether it's using project management tools, breaking down tasks into manageable chunks, or setting realistic expectations. And remember, even under pressure, quality should never be compromised.
That makes sense. You want to be known as the sound editor who delivers both on time and with excellence. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about inclusivity. In today's media landscape, it's essential to ensure that everyone can enjoy the full audio experience. How do you think the interviewer might approach the topic of accessibility?
They might ask something like, how do you approach sound design to ensure it's accessible to all viewers, including those with hearing impairments?
This is such an important consideration. It's about making sure everyone can fully engage with the story, regardless of their hearing abilities.
Exactly. It's about going beyond just meeting the basic legal requirements and demonstrating a genuine commitment to inclusivity. A strong answer might involve discussing your knowledge of different audio description techniques, how you incorporate closed captions and subtitles, and how you ensure that the sound mix is balanced in a way that allows for clear dialogue and sound effects, even for viewers with hearing impairments.
It's about recognizing that sound design can be a powerful tool for accessibility, and that we have a responsibility to create a welcoming and inclusive experience for all audiences.
Absolutely. Now, before we wrap up, let's circle back to RoleCatcher. We've talked about how their career guide provides valuable insights into the sound editing profession, but remember, their AI can also give you a personalized edge in your job search.
Yeah, the AI thing is still kind of blowing my mind. Can you remind us how it works in simple terms? Like you mentioned, it can help tailor our answers to those interview questions, right?
Right. It analyzes the specific job description, looking for those hidden keywords and skills that the hiring manager is looking for. It's not about changing who you are or fabricating experience. It's about highlighting the aspects of your background and skills that are most relevant to that particular job.
So it's like having a personal career coach who speaks fluent recruitment algorithm.
Exactly. It can help you pinpoint the most impactful examples from your experience, suggest relevant keywords to include in your resume and a cover letter, and even help you tailor your responses to those interview questions we've been discussing.
Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here, from showcasing your passion and skills to navigating challenges and embracing inclusivity. And we even got a glimpse into the future of sound editing with VR and AR, feeling empowered to take on that interview.
Absolutely. Remember, it's all about preparation, confidence, and letting your passion for sound shine through.
And don't forget to explore RoleCatcher's free resources. It's like having a secret weapon in your job search arsenal. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and good luck with your interview.
Keep creating those sonic masterpieces.
And that brings us to our final interview question. This one can really showcase your understanding of the big picture. They might ask, what are your thoughts on the future of sound editing, particularly with the rise of new technologies like VR and AR?
Ooh, now this is where things get really interesting. It's like stepping into a sonic time machine. I mean, VR and AR are already changing how we experience everything. What kind of impact do you think they'll have on the world of sound?
It's an exciting frontier full of possibilities and challenges. As these immersive technologies become more sophisticated, sound editors will play a crucial role in creating believable and engaging sonic experiences. Think about it in a VR environment. Sound needs to come from all directions, responding to the user's movements and interactions. It's a whole new level of spatial awareness and interactivity. So it's not just about creating a soundtrack anymore. It's about designing an entire sonic world that the user can step into and explore.
Exactly. And with AR, sound can be used to augment our everyday reality, blending the digital and physical worlds in fascinating ways. Imagine walking down the street and hearing personalized soundscapes triggered by your location or interests. The possibilities are endless.
Mind blown. It's like the Wild West of sound design out there. But with all these new technologies, do you think the fundamental skills of a sound editor will change?
While the tools and techniques may evolve, the core skills will remain essential. Things like creativity, problem solving, attention to detail, and a deep understanding of how sound shapes our emotions and experiences. Sound editors will need to be adaptable, eager to learn new technologies, and able to collaborate effectively in increasingly complex production environments.
So it's a blend of mastering the classics and embracing the future. And that's where RoleCatcher comes in again, right?
Yeah.
Their AI can help us navigate this ever-changing landscape and make sure our skills and experience are aligned with the demands of the industry.
Absolutely. RoleCatcher's AI can analyze job descriptions for these emerging fields, helping you identify the specific skills and keywords that employers are looking for. It can also provide personalized feedback on your resume and cover letter, ensuring you're showcasing your qualifications in a way that resonates with those cutting-edge roles.
It's like having a sonic GPS, guiding us towards the most exciting opportunities in the sound editing universe.
Exactly. So as you prepare for your sound editor interview, remember to embrace the power of sound, showcase your passion and skills, and never stop exploring the endless possibilities of this incredible field.
All right, deep divers, that wraps up our sonic adventure for today. We've covered a ton of ground, from crafting your sonic origin story to tackling those tough interview questions.
And remember, confidence and preparation are key.
Oh, and don't forget to check out RoleCatcher. It's like having a secret weapon in your job search arsenal.
Absolutely. Their AI and career guidance can truly make a difference.
Thanks for tuning in. Now go out there and make some noise.